Welcome to our video. In this video, my partner Ahmed Fawaz Kazim and me Tosun Chen are going to talk about unemployment.
As we know that economic growth is one of the important elements to create a rapid development of a country. Besides, there are many microeconomic issues that we need to take care and solve it as soon as possible to achieve rapid economic growth. So let's move and know more about unemployment. Unemployment is the number of population's age from 16 to 64 who are doing any economic activity and actively searching for a job and willing to work but haven't found yet. Means that it describes a situation where a person actively looking for work but it's not successful. However, a lot of people are not considered unemployed even though they are not working. Excluded from the definition of unemployed specifically are people who cannot work due to a disability, women performed unpaid domestic labor such as housewife, also children and students.
There are many types of employment we can study in economics, which are cyclical employment, structural employment, frictional employment, seasonal employment, discretionary employment, and last is technological employment. Firstly, we're looking to cyclical employment. These types of employment occur when firms try to reduce their output during a recession in economics, and fall in aggregate demands will cause a fall in production and the use of labors has to be reduced. These types of employment occur in long-term use. For example, during an Asian financial crisis in 1997, aggregate demand decreased, causing unemployment in economics increased when firms were forced to reduce their output or stop operation. Secondly is structuring unemployment. It is caused by a change in economic structure of a country. Change of main economic structure from agriculture sector to industry will cause these types of employment occur when the demands of labor reduce in agriculture sector. Thirdly, we have frictional unemployment. A country is considered rich, full employment despite experiencing frictional unemployment. Frictional employment is the status of the labor force do not work for certain period when there are a job transfer due to finding a better job with qualification and skill possessed. It is short-term unemployment and the employment rate is achieved between 2 to 4%. It also known as normal unemployment. Fourth, we have seasonal unemployment. Seasonal shift bring to these types of unemployment occur especially in sectors such as agriculture and fishing. For example, monsoon season result in seasonal unemployment among fishermen, and waiting for rice repaint result employment among rice farmers. Next, we have disguised unemployment. It also known as hidden unemployment. These types of unemployment exist when the size of the labor force engaged in an economic activity exceeds the requested labor force. It will lead to a surplus of labor. The surplus of labor will not contribute to increased productivity, and the transfer of excess labor to other sectors will not impact the output level of the original sector. For instance, reallocating surplus agriculture labors to the industrial sector will not affect the output level of agriculture sector. Otherwise, it also can solve these types of unemployment. And last, we have technological unemployment. The status of the labor force does not work because of the technological change in the industry in which they work. This change will cause a reduction in the labor force requested. In this situation, the unskilled labor is easily affected and lost their job due to the development and technology in industry. For example, the use of new high technology machines that are more efficient in the industrial sector will reduce the number of labor, especially unskilled labor.
So you might ask how unemployment happens. Basically, unemployment occurs when a new entrants to the labor market don't find employment opportunities Also, when people lose their jobs, voluntarily or not, and looking for a new one. So we can understand from this that unemployment is one of the common issues that face the world. But in this video, we are going to focus on how unemployment plays a huge role in Malaysia's economy. Malaysia's unemployment rate has a significant improvement, maintaining a post-pandemic low of 3.3% in December 2023 and is expected to average around 3.4% through 2024. This reflects the stable and recovery of the country after economy problems it faced. However, the question is, why unemployment considered as an issue in Malaysia? Well, the issue of unemployment in Malaysia are increasing due to the foreign workers in the market. Also, less job opportunities and location of workers. In addition, low wages, mismatching of jobs and skills might be one of the factors that cause unemployment in Malaysia.
Without any solution to address unemployment, it will bring a lot of impact to economic and society of a country. So, what are the impacts of unemployment? One of the significant impacts of unemployment is impediment of economic growth. Unemployment will result in waste of valuable human resource and lead to low currency production capacity. This situation will discourage investment and further hinder economic growth in the future. This means businesses are less likely to invest in expanding and innovation when a country getting a high unemployment rate because they're feeling a lack of demand and a shortage of skilled labor. Moreover, unemployment directly affects the standard of living of the population. High employment rate normally will cause national income reduce and real national income will be less than potential national income. If growth of population rate faster than increase of national income rate, it will cause income per capita decline. This situation reflects the standard of living of a population are decreasing. The high employment rate will cause the poverty rate of a country become high and income distribution gaps become bigger. To reduce the high employment rate in the country, there are two main policies that can implement by government to address unemployment, which are fiscal policy and monetary policy. So first, what is fiscal policy? Fiscal policy is the policy that used by government to reduce high inflation and unemployment rate, those taxes and government spending. To reduce unemployment in the country, government will decrease taxes and increasing government spending. Low taxes and increase of government spending will increase disposable income and consumption, then lead to higher aggregate demand. When aggregate demand increase, it will cause the higher gross domestic product and increase of output in production will lead to firms need hire more workers. Lastly, full employment level will be reached when unemployment rate is lower than 4%. Besides fiscal policy, we also have monetary policy. This policy is also a tool that used by government those the nation's central bank to control the overall money supply and interest rate. When unemployment occurs, government will reach money supply. Increasing of money supply will cause interest rate decrease and reduce loan costs. Low loan costs will encourage entrepreneurs to increase investment and increase aggregate expenditure and labor demand. As a result, unemployment can be overcome. There are many methods used by government in monetary policy to overcome unemployment issue, which are open market operation, discount rate, reserve requirement, and so on. Besides this policy, we also have training and education policy. This policy also used by Malaysia government to address unemployment issue. In this policy, government will implement various training programs to upskilling labor force and ensuring their skills are aligned with market demand. Having enough education and training not only will boosting productivity and enhance labor skill, but they also help to reduce unemployment by enhancing the marketability of the workforce. In Malaysia, there are many initiatives by government to increase labor skills, such as Skill and Career Training Program (PLKK), Technical and Vocational Education and Training, Industry Training Program, and so on.
In summary, unemployment is a significant issue in Malaysia, affecting both individuals and overall economy. It refers to a percentage of people actively seeking work but unable to find employment. To address this, Malaysia needs policies that promote jobs creation, improve skills training, and support a business-friendly environment. These efforts are crucial for fostering economic growth, stability, and ensuring more opportunities for everyone in the workforce.